Nursing with Ju. And Ju, it's me, and I am back again with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell. Go ahead and share it to somebody who might find this video helpful. Somebody that's in nursing school, somebody that's thinking about going to nursing school, or somebody that's along in their nursing journey, and you know this video might be helpful to them. Now, I just want to say that I am sorry because it's been a couple of weeks before since I've released another video. But it's just been so much going on. Of course, y'all know that I'm a nurse and we in the middle of a pandemic. So that means that I've been working a lot. That the work that I have been doing has been a lot, has been very stressful, has been very, very, very difficult, and has been wearing on me. So I had to take a step back, get myself together, just enjoy my family, just enjoy my friends, and just center myself back on my core values of making sure that I provide care with passion, care with love, care with sympathy and empathy, and just being the best nurse that I know I can be. Now, today's video has been a video that is going to be a video that a lot of people have been asking me for, specifically Cherie and Jazz, and it's about passing pharmacology. Now, normally this is gonna be my first video on how to pass a specific class, and I just felt like, okay, you know, let me go ahead and do it because a lot of people have been doing the nursing classes online, and some have been going to classes like in person, and pharmacology is one of the most difficult classes in nursing school. So I said, okay, let me just go ahead and drop these gems and these jewels on things that I did when I was taking pharmacology that helped me pass with a B+. Now, yeah, it was a B+. I was this close to an A, but I was like, you know what? This semester done stressed me out long enough. I'm gonna take this B+ and go on about my business. And that's exactly what I did. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. So when I started pharmacology, I had a bomb professor. She made sure that we understood everything that she said. She gave us gave us a study guide, like a blueprint of stuff to study. She also provided us like little notes. Matter of fact, she didn't even, now that I'm thinking about it, she didn't even give us a blueprint. She just gave us the notes to help follow along as she would go into class, and stuff that she mentioned or she felt like it was going to be important. She'd be like, don't forget to highlight this, or this is very important, you know, this, that, and the third. So what I would do, I made sure I bought the book. I know some people don't buy books in nursing school and, you know, they just wing it, but I had to buy the book. So as she talked, I went along in the book and I highlighted. Let me show y'all. This was my little bag for pharmacology. Now, this is how y'all know it's real because this is the stain from my highlighter. So I had to go back and buy more highlighters, but I will come to class prepared. And let me see if I got a highlighter. Got the highlighter. Look, this is the highlighter that I used. They came in, I got them in pink, green, blue, and yellow, and they got the little post-it sticks. So what I would do is, as she went along, read it, you know, in the book, I would have my book, I would have the lecture notes, and then I would have highlighter, pen, the big note cards. And as she would go along, I would highlight what she was saying. And if she said that it was going to be important, I would take a sticky note off and put it on the page so that when I would go back to study, I'll remember that she said that this page was important. And I did that every class. Even got to the point where I bought so many note cards, so many of the big ones, I would buy these clips to clip for every group of lecture notes. So if the test was going to be on chapters 4 through 10, I would make my note cards, clip them together, and I would study throughout the day, throughout the week. Wherever I would go, I would take my note cards and just go over it. Now, what I want y'all to see is that to help me, not only did I make study note cards, I also did something like this. Now, I don't know whether y'all can see. I'm going to fold it up to y'all. So if you look, it'll say like the order medication, dose, route, frequency, whatever like that, recommended dose, rationale for med, major side effects, and nursing implications. So So with my medication, I will write down the trade name and the generic name of the medication. I will put what the dose would be used for, like what the medication is normally given for. I'm gonna sit back. What the medication is normally given for, and major side effects and nursing implications, like what to do when you administer this medication. So like one of them is albuterol. Put that it was a bronchodilator. It was used to prevent bronchospasms. Some major side effects from it, like tachycardia, hypokalemia, and nursing implications, assess respiratory function, heart rate, and rhythm. So I would just normally take that. I will put the med first, the trade name and the generic name, rationale for giving the med, major side effects and nursing implications, and I will put them down in like little lists. I would divide them up. So this is what I would use when I first started studying, and then I will put everything on a note card. I know it may seem like a lot, but writing it down helped me to remember it so much more. So I will write it down on here, then put it on a note card, and then I will mainly use my note cards to study. That's how I did it. So let me go ahead and say this again. When my professor would lecture in class, I would have my book open. I would highlight what she said that may be important, or important medications that probably would be on the test, or just anything that she thought was useful. I would highlight it and put a sticky note by it, a sticky tab. When I got home, I would go through the chapters, listen to the lecture, because I remember I told y'all, listening to the lectures and recording the lectures are very important, especially with pharmacology. I would listen to the lecture, I would write down the important topics, I would write down the medications, and on each note card, which is why I started buying the big note cards, I will write down the medication, trade name and generic name. I will write down what it was normally given for, major side effects and nursing implications, whether that is to listen to the heart rate listen to the apical pulse for 60 seconds, or I made sure that I put it on note cards. I made sure that I would clip the note cards together, and that I would keep up with them like that. I would put them in my little pouch, and wherever I went, I made sure I studied it throughout the week leading up to the test. What helped me the most with pharmacology, with the the books that she gave, most definitely the pharmacology book. Then I bought the Mosby's. I know they got a newer version out, but this helped me, okay? When it was time for me to jot down these medications, or if it was a drug that I wasn't too certain about, or if it was like, okay, the book didn't give a lot of information about this, and I didn't want to go and look on the website or anything like that, I made sure I had this book. Now you can look up any medication in this book. Now let's say Tylenol. And of course, it's acetaminophen, so that's what I'm gonna look up first. And they got everything in alphabetical order. All right, acetaminophen, they got the common names for it. It says action, may block pain impulses, used to treat mild to moderate pain or fever, contraindications, dosage and route. They got the PO route, rectal route, side effects, pharmacokinetics, interactions, nursing considerations. Now this is how it looks. This is how it looks. This book helped me so much. Even when I was in clinical and we had to write down the medications, all the medications that the patients were receiving, this book had all the medications. I didn't have to look them up. I didn't have to go to the book. I didn't have to do nothing. I did all of my medications for clinicals from this book. So this book, along with your pharmacology book, very, 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 very helpful. Even now, if I am at work and I feel like it's a medication that I didn't really heard about before, or I just want a little bit more information, or if I want to know if this medication interacts with another medication that this patient is taking, I just go to this and I look it up. They have high alert medications. They have medications that have like the black box warning and all of that. This book was very, very helpful. So Mosby, I know they probably got a 2020 out by now. Even if you get a 2019, it's still okay. I just kept this book because I knew that sooner or later I would have to refer back to it, and it would help me along in my nursing journey. And listen, sis, bruh, this, Mosby, it will most definitely help you. Now with my pharmacology book, I thought I had it, but I don't. I gave it away to another nursing student who could use it because I'm like, listen, I don't need a pharmacology book as long as I still had my Mosby. And thinking back, I probably should have kept it, but I didn't, and that's okay because I got my Mosby. Okay. So like I said, make sure you buy your pharmacology book, buy note cards, record the lecture, highlight, okay, sticky note things that your professors says may be important. And another thing that helped me, because I remember I was having some difficulty on some of the medications, just remembering them all together, because you know there are different classes of medications like sartans, statins, MAOIs, if I'm saying that correctly. That's more so with psychiatric drugs. I think I'm saying that correctly. If not, my psych nurses, I'm sorry, okay? But what I did was, with my book came like an online study tool. And what I would do is go to that online study tool and do the practice questions and the questions that they had available. So then it would kind of get me into the groove of saying, okay, this is the type of medication. This is what this patient should not be eating. This is what this patient should be eating. This is what this patient should stay away from. Because with a lot of drugs, they have to stay away from food like grapefruit or grapefruit juice and different things like that. So going to that online practice page, or you know, with the CD that comes with the book, it really helped me out a lot because I was able to do practice questions that would get me in the groove of recognizing my medications, recognizing generic names, trade names, some of the side effects, when to give it, when not to give it, and everything like that. Now, I know a lot of people take the ATI classes and they sleep on those ATI classes in the books, but listen, along with those practice questions from the book material, I also, ATI, I still got this. You can go to the ATI and just type in practice pharmacology questions, and listen, this will help you out a lot. So along with all of that, I had my ATI book that came in handy. Listen, they got drug calculations in here. They got NCLEX questions. They got sedatives. They got anxiety medicine for antipsychotics, anti-Parkinson's medications, of course, hypertension medications, anti-anginal medications, if you know that's what it's for if you're having chest pain. So this came out very, very helpful for me. I'm gonna read one of the questions. A nurse is caring for a client who received a bolus dose of ensitinide IV before an endoscopy procedure. During the procedure, the client suddenly develops rigidity and his body temperature begins to rise. The nurse should anticipate a prescription for which of the following medication? And look, they got answer choices, and then once you think that you got the question, you can refer to the application exercise key, and it gives you the answer, and it gives you a rationale of why this is the answer and why it isn't the answer. So ATI book, Mosby, the online key from the pharmacology book. The pharmacology book, those are the 4 things that you can use to pass pharmacology. That's it. That's it. I don't have no special technique. I don't have no, oh yeah, if you remember the medications like this, that, and the third, you're gonna be sure to catch it. No, I'm telling you that by studying and doing practice questions and practice problems and knowing your medications and writing them down and remembering them and making them a part of your life will help you pass pharmacology. These 2 books, along with your pharmacology book and the online practice application that comes with the book, will help you pass pharmacology. That's it. That's it. Simple. Like I said, I'm going to reiterate it one last time before I leave. When you get to pharmacology class, make sure you have your pharmacology book, your lecture notes, some note cards, and a highlighter and some sticky notes. As your professor goes along in the lecture, write down things that she say, write and highlight things that your professor says is going to be important to you that you will see again. When you get back home from your pharmacology class, make sure you go through and you write down what your professor said and what you read in the book on note cards, and keep those note cards with you so that way you can study with them throughout the week leading up to your test, or if it's for next class, just write them down and keep them with you so that you can always refer back to them. Okay. Another tip would be to group medications that are in the same group together, because some of them may have the same interactions, some of them have the same nursing implications, and some of them have the same side effects. And it'll be easier to remember them, like labetalol, metoprolol, propanolol, all of them that end with all is easier to remember and learn together. Okay. When you feel like you need some more exercises, refer back to your ATI book, refer to the practice application that comes with your pharmacology book, look up your drugs using the Mosby, and if all else fails, go and see your professor. Go and see your professor, because she will be able to break down these medications with you and these drug names and give you different tips and tricks to remember them and to point them out when you're taking your test. And if you do all of that, guess what? You're gonna come out that class with a B+. And if you don't come out there with a B+, you're gonna come out there with an A+. And if you don't come out there with an A+, you're gonna be coming out there passing, because guess what? C's get degrees too. And some of the best nurses then make A's in nursing school. But the point of the matter is, this is how you can study for pharmacology, do a great job, become a great nurse, and then when you get out to the nursing world, you still remember these medications and these drugs, and you can be able to point them out like this. Oh, I can't give this drug because she just did this, or I can't give this drug because her heart rate is less than 60. Okay? Now that is my tips and my tricks and my advice for you, because I know you want to pass pharmacology. I know you can do this. You can do this, okay? This is your season. This is the year of the nurse, the nursing student, and anybody thinking about going back to nursing school, you can do this, okay? Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.